Teachers already have the information. The problem is that it is scattered everywhere. AI Tutor Secretary turns that digital chaos into clarity, structure, and action. Hey there, well, let's see our project related with the AI Tutor Secretary. It was a project I built for my own personal use because I'm a secondary teacher, and I was seeing on a daily basis like having this problem, which was scattered student information everywhere. So I had like Excel sheets, PDF reports, Educa, which is the education platform that we use here in Spain. So we have so many comments from other teachers, meeting notes, attendance, and follow-ups. So I realized that it was like so chaotic, and it was taking me between 2 and 4 hours per day to organize all that information. So the idea was simple, creating something which was organized in one place, and also I built it in a local way, so all the sensitive student data stays private and organized. After this, so what was built? We built individual student dossiers with their academic results, evaluation summaries, which was very useful for teaching meeting that we have at the end of every evaluation. Family report, if we have like a meeting with a parent or something, it was very useful, creating the transcription with using Firefly or any other app. Evidence tracking, group level summaries, and so on. Also, I built the whole application having covering these 6 areas because these 6 areas was my main bottleneck on my daily basis. So the workflow. We start with raw information, PDFs, Excels, transcriptions from Fireflies, comments. Then we have student profiles, and with the Tutor Intelligence, we consolidate all the structured information, and then we have an actionable dashboard, which is very useful to see all the information. So when we open the dashboard, we have this. Sorry, because it's a mixture between Spanish and English because the original one is in Spanish, but because to make it more private, I replicate the dashboard, and in the application they mix both languages, but for this video it's enough like this. So once we open, we have like the whole context of the class in cards, how many students I have, priorities, like high, medium, or low. Of 12, they will pass the whole year, the other 8 they will fail, because it was like in my case like a very difficult group, and then an example like this. And what else we have here? Also in the dashboard we can see these are is invented names, so they don't exist. So the idea was very simple, like with all the information and the smart filters, we can see priority. For example, Amelia's code has like a high priority because she failed 16 subjects, so it's not achieved, and so on. Also Ethan, low because she's a good student, so no problem. Then if we want to open the dossier of this student, we will see everything there. I will show you later this. What else? So in this case, my idea is like what I want is to spend more time with students, and not like until now I was spending like half of the time organizing information, preparing reports as a tutor, and so on. So my idea is like more time for students, because AI cannot do that. AI can handle a huge amount of data, but spending good quality time with students, it's not possible to the AI, but I can do it. So this was the main motivation. So that's what I built. So now let's see how it works. For example, here's the project where I have the AI tutor. This is my personal one. This was the original one. See, so many folders without using Cloud Code, anything at all. So you can see here evaluations, meeting notes, the information I was uploading all the time. Then I organize this with Cloud Code like this in 14 folders. I won't open this because it's private, but I created this, which is a demo, no? So imagine here we input is the folder where we put all the information that we want: PDF, Excel, meetings from Fireflies, and so on. It's like, yeah, and then it will with the correct prompting, we will put all the information into the correct folders, no? Evaluations, students, and then we have MD files for all of them. And where is it? Yeah, so once we have all the information, we go here and we open the dashboard, and we will see here the dashboard. As I explained you earlier, it's everything here. If we want to see why is high priority, we can open this and we see everything here. This is very useful when we have meetings with other teachers or with a father or mother and so on, no? So we have here anything. Also, if we want more information, we have here results, like, yeah. Here in Spain, we have this we call competencies, no? Like linguistic, English competencies, mathematics, digital competencies, and so on. So we have here anything. And for the family, if we want to say what we have gathered from other teachers, so this is very important to have, no? A message to the family, for example, no? So that was the main idea. And yeah, also we have like evaluations. So if we want the third evaluation, why I created this, because here they in Spain I think in other parts it's also the same. We have to create a report every at the end of every term. We need to create a report, and for me was taking between 5-7 hours to gather the information, organize it. So with this one, it's instant. Priorities, I think that's and conflicts, no? I created this on my own, so this was what I needed, no? But for the teacher, I shared with other teachers, and they told me, wow, this is really useful, no? I gave them the template, the prompt, where they have to put this, and they found that it is very useful for the job. So now let's see, for example, a real scenario. I will test this dashboard in one specific dish. Like I had to write a final report for the whole year and for the whole academic year, and let's see how it's going to test it. Okay, so let's test our AI tutor. So in this case, I need to do a final course report, which is the summary of the results for every student, then summary of the behavior, and the attitude, strengths, relation with family, recommendations, and confidential report. We have to fill six types of information, and from my own experience, I have 20 students, 6 paragraphs, more or less 10 minutes per student. Is easy because we have to check the whole information again in the platform, but in this case I decided with the AI tutor to gather all the information in all the folders. Knowing this, then I go to ChatGPT. I told him about what I want to create a prompt for this, so I can use it on Cloud Code. I have here everything. I was working before, checking some information, which is good. So after this, okay, let's see. So I want a report of this 6 points. This one is not very useful right now, so we can erase it later. And let's copy once it's done. I know it's okay, but always I like to check all the information. So it's going to read all the folders on the evaluation, students, okay? Family reports for the connections, Educa is the education platform where I gather all the information from other teachers, okay? Yeah, I think that's all. And it's going to save it here, outputs. So yeah, and the structure is like the way I want. I'm going to erase, well, no, I like it. Maybe this one, because for some students I don't need that information, but I like to have it. So let's copy. I like to use, because this is a process which requires a strong analysis, and to be secure that it's going to work properly, we are going to use Opus, effort high, perfect, and let's go there. Okay, so Cloud Code finished the analysis. In this AI tutor, I programmed something like which is change log, because every time I made like a process or a step like this, updating some information, I put all the information here. So, for example, we started like here, no? It was the first point, and every time I make a progress in the whole folder, I save all the steps here, which is very useful for the dashboard. Why is this? Because in this case it's not going to work, because what I want is something very specific, and it's not something I want on the dashboard, which are graphs and something like that. But imagine that I have a new student or a new meeting with a parent, something like this. It's going to put it here. It's going to consider in the dashboard. And also I created this one skill. I created skill to save, to like in the video game when you hit the save button, it's the same. So every time I finish this process, I can hit here session handoff. No, it's like hitting the save button and clear all the conversation, and then session resume just in case I wanted to do right now or in 10 days. So it's like the memory is working here all the time, so I don't depend on for example, in the past I used to do it on using ChatGPT and having all the conversation there, but I realized in the future that conversation is going to go slower. The quality is going to decrease, because more and more context information then is going slower that conversations, and I didn't like it. And I wanted to save all the information in folders, okay? And the latest is this one, okay? And archive is like every time I made a progress, it's going to save here. So yeah. So if we go to Informe, let's go this one. Is on the output here, this one. So for example, they explain me everything. That now is copy and paste. Everything is correct. Even I have the average, of the whole subject. Yeah, all the now it's copy and paste. So what took me in the past between 10 to 50 minutes per student, now it's copy and paste. So in a few minutes I have all the job done. So maybe in the past it took me 2 to 3 hours easily, and now in just 5 minutes copy and paste, and that's very comfortable.